good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. Now today I'll be showing you how to do this nice goddess. I say goddess, my dears, because when I think of a goddess, I think of gold. So goddess New Year's Eve makeup look, because it's a holiday. New Year's Eve is coming. In a few more days, it will be 2020, my dears. 2020. See, I remember back when I was watching Jetsons, I was thinking we would have flying cars, and yeah, no, there's not much of change. We don't read each other's minds. We don't have superpowers. Oh, and excuse my little do-rag going on here. My hair is not where it needs to be, even though I recently did my hair last week, but it kind of still needs some help. So yeah, I'm going to the salon after this to get some deep conditioning done to it. So that's why my hair's not nice and flowy, because it's just not where it needs to be, my dears. I really appreciate the patience, because I'm sure you're wondering, why in the world isn't her hair flowing? Yeah, that's the situation. Today I'm going to show you step by step of how I created this look, and to be honest, I didn't have a plan. I knew gold. I knew some products that I have that were gold related, and the ideas kind of came in my head, my dears. It just kind of came in my head, and this is the final look. Right before we begin, I just want to remind you, in case you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, especially since right now I'm kind of in that funky time to where I'm posting one time a week, or at least try to, until I'm able to go back to do my twice a week. I really appreciate your understanding, because I'm juggling work, music, and just the schedule that I have is just, it's crazy insane, my dears. It's crazy insane. So thank you so much for your understanding. It means the world to me. And remember to follow me on all of my social medias on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat. And it all has the exact same handle at Enidbluesinger, as well as my IMDb page, Enid Lopez. And if you are new, I want to thank you so much for pushing the play button and being with the music and beauty family. Thank you so much. For no further ado, in about a second, you're gonna see me basically barefaced and how I got into this point in the first place. So enjoy. See you in just a second. Well, welcome, my dears. As I stated in the intro, we'll be doing our New Year's Eve makeup look. And it's gonna involve a lot of gold. And some of these products I personally haven't tried yet, so we're gonna do this together. But I have an idea how I want this look to go, but I haven't exactly planned it step by step. So this is gonna be a surprise for both of us, my dears. I already have my eyebrows done. I already have concealer on. I already set everything, my dears. And if you're wondering about the powder I used, Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder, and I do have a video about all of my thoughts on that beautiful powder. This video right over here. Check it out just in case you haven't already. But let's dive into the tutorial, because it's gonna be a long one, I can just tell. Like I said, I do have my mirror over here, but I'm still gonna make it, since we're just doing the eyes right now, what exactly I am doing, my dears. And today we'll be using the TooFaced Chocolate Gold Palette. I mean, we're doing a gold look without the gold palette. Yeah. So we're gonna be using TooFaced today. As you can tell, it still looks like I barely touched it. Okay, so I do have my little couple brushes here, and shockingly, I have a lot more brushes than this. I know. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up my usual Sigma E40. I know, right? The usual. And I'm gonna mix So Boujee and Cocoa Truffle. This is like one of the best palettes TooFaced ever came up with. I mean, look at So Boujee. I don't know if you're able to see, but it has a dent. I'm gonna go to this palette probably from 2020, and I'm gonna put this all over the crease. And remember to go window wiper motions. And then I'm actually gonna go into So Boujee just a little bit more, just to go all over it. That way you can smooth out just a tad, because as you can tell, it looks a little bit rough. So that's basically what you do, my dears. That's basically the trick. If you put two colors and it starts to look a little bit rough on the edges there, just get the lighter color, or even like in my case, I'm using these two, a light and a dark. If you are starting off with a dark, just make sure to use, like, for example, rolling in dough, tap it and just buff the edges in, because that's like a good trick to basically blend easily. Okay, you see how that crease became a lot more softer, a lot more blendable. It looks very seamless, doesn't it? And then we're gonna add some additional darkness onto the crease. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Love and Cocoa. So I'm gonna take out I'm gonna be using my Sigma E25. I know, I should literally be an ambassador for Sigma. If you know Sigma, go to Twitter, let them know. I would love to be sponsored from Sigma because I love the brushes. Anyways, just letting you know. As I stated, I'm gonna go into Love and Cocoa, saturate my brush in there. This one is it has a little bit of glimmer in it, a little bit of shimmer. Don't let that scare you, because most people are going to use this all over the lid, and you perfectly can. Especially if you are deeper complected. My God, this color is beautiful on those colors. Like, more prettier than my skin tone. I'm just letting you know. Like, this is fantastic if you're deeper complected. But I haven't put this all over the lid because this is New Year's Eve. We want to be bright. We want to show the world, like, I'm here. I know. And so you can just leave it like this if you like with the two colors, but you know, we want to add a little bit of drama because this is New Year's after all. So I'm going to put this all over the crease, but I'm not going to put it like all the way around this way. I'm going to put it like right there, stop right in the middle. And remember, and I know it gets really hard, like if you are in the bathroom or whatsoever, it does get a little bit harder because you want to look this way, because I tend to do it too, even from all my experience with makeup. I like having little mirrors like this because you're forced to look down, because not only can you see, open one eye a little bit bigger than the other, obviously, because it leaves you to be a lot more smoother. And I do not care, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I do not care about your age. You could be young, old, middle age, it don't matter. If you look down, this will straighten up. And you're gonna have to put your brush, don't put it like this directly into your eye. That's not gonna look good. That's gonna be all like, it's gonna be rough. So kind of slant it a little bit and slowly do this. And stop right in the middle of your eye and slowly build it up, because even though this has a little bit of shimmer, it doesn't really translate that shimmer onto the eye, which is why I'm comfortable doing it on the crease. And even if it did, I mean, it's New Year's Eve, glitter's power, because we're going to be using quite a bit of gold in a minute, because I'm sure that's probably what you're wondering. I see browns, where's the gold? Wait, my dears, okay, and then you go back to your Sigma E40. No additional product, don't go in and add so Boujee or anything like that. Just go in and gently, that's the key word, gently, especially since we're dealing with the eye area. You go like this in circles and just blend everything together, because, you know, everyone needs to get along. Okay, as you can tell, you have a little bit of a gradient going on. You see the darkness of the Love and Cocoa. You have the lightness up here of the So Boujee, which I mostly use that just to help blend. And the Cocoa Truffle, I always love that all over the crease with this palette. It's just, I'm telling you, this is a very versatile, beautiful palette. Even though people get scared of this palette because it does have some shimmers in there, but it's just, you gotta find how to use it. Because complete mattes, it's going to be Cocoa Truffle, So Boujee, Rolling in Dough, and that's really it. The rest is basically shimmers, but there's a variety way of doing it. I do have other videos that I have used this palette. I'll link those videos down in the description below, just in case you haven't seen them, just, you know, letting you know. Now, that's enough with the crease, enough with the neutrals. We are done, my dears, with the neutrals. Looking colors. Now we're going to dive straight into the gold. I'm going to add something on the lid before we add that lovely gold you saw in the palette, which this lovely TooFaced Gold Palette. I'm going to be using the Cover FX Glitter Drops, and this is in the shade Nova. I got this in a boxycharm a few months ago and just absolutely obsessed. It's just, I'm obsessed with this. I will be using this in a variety of ways, just so you know, just not completely all over the eyes. I'm going to show you different ways you can use this. I'm going to put a drop right here. Now this does set. It's not extremely fast how it sets, but it does set. So what I usually like to do, your finger's going to be, you know, God-given gift right over here, and you're going to blend it in. So the way I'm going to do it, and the reason, because I like to be detailed when I tell you why I do certain things, and then it's up to you for that reason if you want to do it or not. Hey, cool. Makeup is just education. Why not? I like this because it gives me a base than just putting this gold on there. It makes it pop. And especially since we're doing a holiday look, we want to be noticed, my dears. And if you're in this channel, you want to be noticed, my dears. I already tell. Thank you. So we're going to put one little drop right here, because covering it. And we're going to spread it like that. I'm going to put just one drop and spread it. You see how that is? You use your God-given finger and literally pat, pat, pat. Gently pat. because this is going to give us a base of the gold we're going to put on top. And if you don't have this, if you have just something nice and glittery underneath, as you can tell, it just gave you a little bit of a shine. Like, it doesn't have to be gold like this. I just happen to have it. I just so happen to have it, which is a good base underneath. And if you just don't have no liquid, no nothing at home, it's no big deal. You can just skip this step. It's no big deal. The other trick to get to the look that I'm going to demonstrate you in a minute is actually using MAC Fix Plus if you have it, and just saturate the brush just to get the effect that we're going to do is just using this step. So with this, I'm just going to let it, you know, sit there for a minute. It just gives you a nice glimmer. Another idea with this, because I've done it before, I usually would just do my crease kind of like this and just put this all over the lid, and honey, just a little blend, and that's my look for the day, my neutral look, just a little FYI. Yeah, and if you want videos of different ways and different looks you can use with just little drops like this, because my dears, this is like, I think $44, I believe. I'll look it up and put the correct price up over here. It's expensive, so we need to know a variety of ways of how to use this, my dears, because I understand. So we're gonna start with just this side. We're gonna go back into the Too Faced palette. I'm going to be using my MAC 242. As you can tell, I know these numbers on top of my head. Yeah, I have my favorites. I know. I do have newer brushes. I need to learn how to use them. So we're going to go into the chocolate gold. You're just going to put a brush all over it. Love it in there, my dear. Just love it. And put this all over the lid. Now, as you can tell from the little drops we put underneath, it created like a nice wet gold look. Very different, doesn't it? Which is why I said that's gonna enhance this situation and give it a little bit more glitter. But MAC Fix Plus will do the same thing. It's just, you know, I'm trying to save you from using up your MAC Fix Plus, and some people just don't have it. If you don't have either of those, the other option is just spray it with water. My only issue with water is you have to be very careful with it because you don't want to damage your products. Because makeup, I do not care if you buy them from drugstore or high-end or luxury. They're expensive. And then I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to let it set. I'm just going to leave that alone. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. I'm stopping this for a minute because you see how this kind of went on my crease. I do not want it on my crease. I'm just going to go over it with color again to fix it. But I'm just letting you know, even I make mistakes or just things it's outside your control, my dears. It's just outside your control. It's okay. It's makeup. There's always ways to fix it. And honestly, I would, yes, as I'm talking to you, as I'm putting this in here, I would actually prefer, I don't mind doing mistakes. I don't freak out little mistakes when I do makeup because I do make mistakes, my dears. But that's how you learn. And then if you do the same mistake again, you know what? You know how to fix it. It'll be okay. But before I fixed it, I have to let this dry just a little bit because as you can tell, it's wet. And little tip, if you do things while they're wet, it will not turn out very good. Just a little FYI. And then I'm gonna let that set. So even this came a little bit on the crease, which is what I don't want. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into my Sigma E40, and I'm gonna go back into Cocoa Truffle and So Boujee, and I'm gonna go and apply it all over again just to smooth everything out. And it kind of works out anyway because you don't want to have thatness going on in your eye anyway. Then go add a little bit of So Boujee just so I can lighten that up just a tad. Okay, and then we go back into my E25 brush, go into Love and Cocoa, and go ahead and put it in the same spot. As you can tell, it blended out the gold anyway, so it kind of worked out, and you're gonna see how that's gonna apply for this one as well. So it's not so bad. Okay, and then I'm gonna apply soft circular motions, no additional product, just freaking help blend, as we did before. Okay, my dears, love my coffee. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. And then we're not all the way done with the eyes, my dears. Then we're going down to the drugstore, my dears. We're going down to the drugstore. The Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. This is in the shade 100 Molted Gold. What I mean, I'm doing a gold makeup look. I'm not kidding. Gold. So this is what a lot of people's favorite highlighters, to be honest. This is, I never tried a Maybelline highlighter. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't. Oops, my bad, I haven't. But I was at Ulta, I saw this, thought it'd be perfect for the look, and I even bought one that said holographic, but it's white. I haven't swatched it or anything, but I'll use it in a tutorial. I just thought it was good. It was a good price, so you know. My Sigma E55. And what I plan to do is put it right in the middle. So swipe it like this way and tap. I'm gonna try it with the finger, because sometimes the finger on these things are a lot better. Yes, my dears, use your fingers. It gave it a little bit more of an effect, not much, but it worked. And we're still going to use this on the face, just letting you know. Now from here, because it is a nice little look, oh, and we're going to use this all over the brow bone as well. I'll be using my Luxie 131 brush. My apologies, I'm outside, there's a plane, I can't control it. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to put my brush all over here and put it all over the brow bone. You can keep your look just like this if you like, but of course me, I'm going to add some more. I'm actually going to go a little bit into Rich Girl, just little boops like that, and I'm going to put it like right here in the tippy tops, not everywhere, but like right there. And then blend. I went ahead and put on my primer. I did use the Tarte Shape Tape primer. And if you're wondering, okay, so why do you have concealer under there? Which is basically a trick that I've been doing lately. I went ahead and used the Born This Way multi-use concealer in the shade Snow. And I'm going to reapply it again. It just makes your skin look a lot more flawless. Just let you know, try it. Let me know how it works out for you. But because this is New Year's look, it's up to you. You can go ahead and put lashes on if you like. Me personally, I'm not going to. I'm not that much of a lash girl. I only go ahead and put on lashes like when I photo shoots and performances. But if it's just like me going out, rare. But you can put lashes on if you like. That's basically what I have around my eyes. I like to let it set. Then I'm going to be using my favorite foundation brush. I mean, it's my favorite. I got it in my Sephora haul. This video right over here. And it's in the Sephora Pro Slant Buffing Brush 88. And so I'm going to be mixing two foundations today. I'll be using the Juvia's Place in the shade Vienna 700. I did do a review on this one as well. This is video right over here. I'll also link it down in the description below. And what I like to do is put this right here. And I'm also going to be using the Pretty Vulgar Lava Foundation in the shade Skinny Dip. And I put it on the brush just like this. I also did a review on this not too long ago. This video right over here. I'll also link that down in the description below. But I'm also going to be using this one, Bye Bye Redness from IT Cosmetics. And the reason I'm going to use this, even though I'm like literally almost gone, my dears, is because I do have rosacea, and I'm sure you can tell a couple of my redness here. And yeah, right now it's not too bad, but I always put this around. This may be a little bit too much TMI, but y'all be alright. When I'm on that lovely time of the month is when my rosacea appears. I did do a video of what to do when you have redness or rosacea. This video right over here. I also linked it down in the description below, demonstrating the products that are really good. So in case you're interested, it's right there, my dears. Okay, and so while that is all there, I'm going to put, like literally put this all over the skin. We're going to add a little bit of gold onto the skin. When I mean gold, remember the Cover FX Nova? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add just another layer of foundation. Like a crazy woman, right? Of course. I'm just going to add the lava. I'm not going to use the Juvia's Place one. And I'm going to literally put this on my face because on the brush it may like absorb it more. And literally go over it. Now you see how it leaves my skin a little bit more glowy. Now if you have oily skin, go ahead and skip this step because this is not going to work with oily skin. If you have normal to dry skin, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go back with the concealer. I'm going to put this right here, right where I originally had set it, because this gives you a more flawless look. This is what I come to find. Just tried it one day, just experimenting with makeup, because I do have what I like to call, and I think Emily Noel 83 calls it this as well, makeup playtime, where we just experiment with stuff and then we're like, that looks really nice. So makeup playtime. I use my beauty blender. It is clean, I promise. And I'll literally go ahead and blend everything in. Oh, and in case I didn't mention it, the mascara I have on is that IT Cosmetics Superhero is my favorite mascara. Just letting you guys know. See how it just gives it that brightness under there? Absolutely beautiful. Special occasion. I'm gonna go ahead and bake. Now I don't normally bake a lot, only because, you know, it can dry out, but it's a nice way to leave that nice smoothness on your skin. And me lately, I ain't gonna lie, I'm suffering from some textures lately. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to fix that. Once I figure that out, I will let you guys know, my dears, if you suffer from that as well. I don't know if it has to do with my aging, getting older, skin starting to change again, getting annoyed, but I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills setting spray, setting powder spray. Oh my goodness. I'm almost done with this whole thing. Can you imagine that? I mean, this thing is like huge. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender and literally saturating everything in. Like literally, I'm not even kidding, saturating. And oh, just a little FYI, for some reason when you bake, I found that using the actual beauty blender works really well, because I have tried other sponges and it just leaves it kind of like weird. But with this, it's nice and smooth, and you literally put it all over underneath your eyes. And then I'll be using, because this video is all over the place, I'm using drugstore to high-end, drugstore to high-end. I'll be using another Maybelline, because if I'm going to use drugstore, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm allergic to a lot of ingredients, which is why I use a lot of high-end. And even with that, I have to watch the ingredients. Maybelline is like the best drugstore that I trust, and my face doesn't, you know, get weird or have like, and I don't have an allergic reaction because I'm very sensitive, my ears. Very, very sensitive. Oh, and this is in the shade Buff Beige 130. Okay, and then I will bake some more right underneath here. Number one, that's gonna help you have like a little guide whenever you put on your bronzer, but it also helps smooth everything out. Cause I ain't gonna lie, even me to this day, I sometimes put the bronzer a little bit too low. So literally go with the ear, like right here, and just go down. I'm put some around the chin, and if you're wondering why, one, it does smooth things out. As you can tell, I'm not 100%, you know, clear on my skin, unfortunately. You know, my skin is still trying to go back, adjusting. But it also is like a good tip to keep your makeup on a lot longer, especially with the holidays. You want your makeup to literally be stayed on. I also did another video of other tricks to keep your makeup literally stayed on your face, and it's not going to move. It's this video right over here, and I'll also link that down in the description below if you're just curious, in case you haven't seen it yet. Okay, now that I look like Santa Claus, I know, very attractive. I mean, Christmas was just like a few days ago, so I'm not completely off. Okay. And then since this is a gold theme, as you can tell, I'm using a lot of gold in this makeup tutorial, I'm going to go into the TooFaced Gold Bronzer Chocolate Soleil. Now, this new line confuses me because there's like a lot of the things are not labeled very well. I don't know. And I ain't gonna lie, I went ahead and got this one. It says Chocolate Soleil, but it doesn't really tell me the exact shade unless that is the shade. I don't know. TooFaced confuses me, but I love the packaging. It's like so smooth. Ugh. So we're gonna try this product together, my dears. And I'm gonna be using my MOLTED brush. It has no number, but a MOLTED brush. I got this in a boxycharm a few months ago. So I'm literally chocolate matte is what it says. And let's just pray this is my right color, my dears, or that it shows up. If not, I may have to go get another bronzer. It shows up. Ooh. Shows up a little too well. Hold on. I need to blend. Oh, I need to blend. Give me a second. Okay, my dears, I am so sorry. I went ahead and just finished up my bronzer. Y'all seen me put my bronzer millions of times, so we'll be just fine. But remember how I said I'd go underneath a little bit too much? Yeah, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Do you remember that song from Britney Spears? I'm gonna leave that on just a little bit longer, my dears, just a little bit longer. Okay, now while that is like trying to bake, let's go ahead and work and finish up our makeup from our under eyes, shall we? So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the bake. You see how nice and smooth that looks? Oh, I love this look. I ain't gonna lie. So let's go back for the under eye. I'm gonna go back into the palette. I'm gonna be using my E30. Yes. got my pencil brush right. Okay, I'm going to go back and use the exact same colors actually. I'm going to go into So Boujee and Cocoa Truffle and put it all underneath the lash line. We don't want to be too dark underneath there because we want to be able to have our eyes notice, not be so dark everywhere. Now, if you want to, that's fine. I'm just not going to be going that dark underneath the lash line today. But I will be adding some additional gold. Because what kind of look would this be without gold? I'm just saying. So, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go into the Maybelline Master Chrome. I'm going to go back with this, actually. I'm going to go a little bit at the bottom here. And go really close to that lash line. I'm going to put this all in the inner corners as well. I'm going to go back into the chocolate gold, and I will be using the actual gold that we use on our lids. And I'm going to go underneath the lash line, because remember, we're trying to create a base. You see the difference in the gold? The other one that we used, the Cover FX, and this one how we just used the highlighter, like it's still gold. Because I want to go a little bit lighter under here. But I don't want the effect as the lid that's really strong. But you can still tell it's gold, but it's a little bit different of a gold. You see how it depends what application method you use, the difference the colors can make? It also gives you a little bit of a contrast on the gold on the eyes, when in all reality it's the exact same gold, but we did it with a different method where there's a strong gold and a softer gold, but it's the same color. That's all I'm going to be doing underneath the eyes. Now I will go ahead and use the other pencil brush that has the browns just to go underneath here, just to blend it and to show we have a little bit of brown under here. See, absolutely beautiful. Then we're gonna go straight into the cheeks. And my dears, I went ahead and finished up, reapplied some more mascara on my top, and I added some mascara at the bottom, and it's still that IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Now, off to the cheeks. I'm gonna be using the NARS blush in Gully. I may be mispronouncing it, I'm so sorry. And I'll be using the Tarte blush brush. Straight into here. I have like so many of these samples of NARS. Like I'm literally trying to go through all my products because I have a lot of makeup and I don't want any of them to expire. So I'm trying to go through them, so my apologies. And then I'm gonna put blush all on top of that bronzer. And I put a lot on, I'm not gonna lie to you, because my blush doesn't last very long on my cheeks. So there's particular blushes that, I'm gonna blend by the way, blushes that I'm very particular that I buy because some just don't last very well on the cheeks. Like I think I discussed this in one of my videos, I can't remember which one, to where like even the Tarte blushes are supposed to be really good around the cheeks. That fades on me, my dears. This fades. This one's okay. It does fade, but it's not as bad. Okay, and then we might as well, get the rest of the bake off our face. Actually, it was on my face a little bit longer than what I wanted, but happens. And take a blending, because we got to. I'm trying to beat the weather because it looks like it wants to rain, and I got so much makeup on my desk. Woo! Okay, for highlight, I'm sure it's not going to be a big surprise. Well, we're going to continue using this gold Maybelline Master Chrome. So I'm actually going to be using this Moda brush. This came in a set with boxycharm not so long ago. I'm actually going to put my brush all over here, which I have a feeling I probably shouldn't, but I'm obsessed with highlights, so I see how it looks like on the cheeks, because keep in mind, I've never tried this before. Maybe a crazy idea, but I'm going to try it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of this, since, this is a gold look, a little bit of this onto my beauty blender, and I'm going to put it all over the cheeks, and then blend it out with that. I just want to see the effect. And then quickly, because this will set, go back into this, and just go on top. Ooh, oh, yes, my dears. Yes. Don't y'all like that? It's like, bam! Because remember, it's New Year's Eve. You want to do an interest. See that gold, my dears? Okay, I may do it for down the bridge of my nose and everything. That way it can, I can actually match. The rest of the face can be jealous. Now that we look like gold goddesses, maybe that's how I should title this. Gold Goddess New Year's makeup look. Gold Goddess New Year's Eve makeup look. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna name this. Gold Goddess. Oh yes. And then this is like going to be like our main structure. I'm gonna put some on the lip. And I'm going to use the same brush to just blend it in. And trust me, we will be applying lipstick in just a second. And then we're going to go, and then I'm going to show you what lipstick I'm about to wear with this nice, interesting makeup look. Okay, and then, as you can tell, we have nice and gold. Now, if you just want to leave it like this, you can. You can, honestly. But, knowing me, of course, I'm not done yet. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Unicorn Tears. I'm going to put it on top. Method to my madness, my dears. A method to my madness. And then I'm actually going to use setting spray. I'm going to be using this Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Radiant Dew. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to spray my face. And then I'm going to be using my Bite Beauty in gold. This came out last year. I do not know if they're out or not, but any gold lipstick, lip gloss would do. So my dears, this is our Goddess Gold New Year's Eve makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this makeup look, and if you create this look, please tag me on Instagram, Facebook. Let me know your creations, because I would love to see your talent as well on this nice gold situation. And let me know what you did on New Year's Eve or what your plans are. I'm kind of curious. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Been with me through this year. I really appreciate it. You mean so much to me. You don't even know. So, and I think just for 2019, this is going to be my last video, and I'll be back in 2020. So like what, next week? And I really appreciate your patience for me posting temporarily once a week, or sometimes none, because I just, with this new job schedule I have, sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to juggle until things calm down. And hopefully in 2020 things will calm down. I can post twice a week like I've been doing, or maybe 3. And you know, a lot more music, a lot more surprises will be coming out in 2020. Now, one last thing right before you leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on the next video. See you soon. Have a nice, safe new year. And I wish you for the year 2020 for all the happiness and all the best of 2020. Thinking of you. Love you.